Yeah. So, remember that night when we went out and we didn't really know exactly where we were and somebody handed us all those pills and next thing you know we were in a dumpster with, dumpster juice on us? Remember that? Kind of like what happened yesterday, huh? There was a big party going on. Nobody gave a crap about anything as the market was going up. It was awesome. You could buy any stock, throw a dart. Nasdaq was going up. People were feeling good about themselves. This is it! This is it! We can finally get back in the market. Finally! But then what happened? Reality sets in, you get a big smack in the face, and then you lose all your money. This market is out to kill you. And like I've said, stay out of it. Stay out of the market right now. If you're an investor and you really have that belief that 5-10 years down the road, that's when you're going to sell your stocks, for all means, stay in it. Go join into the mutual fund community. Get ripped off by the capital gains taxes that you have to pay on a fund that lost money for the year, and the management fees, and all the other fees that they don't tell you about. Keep going and believing in those mutual funds. Keep believing in Jim Cramer. Now, I'm not going to start ripping on Jim because it's way too easy now. Like Don Harold, that's all he does. He films Jim, rips on Jim, and tells you how bad he is. I think, Don, you could probably go into any brokerage firm right now, talk to their top analyst, and he would be wrong too. It's just that Jim puts himself out there for entertainment purposes also. So you got to take it a little bit easy on the guy. We all know he's got to say something, and right now he's been dead wrong almost 90% of the time. He's kind of taking my job away from me because I thought I was wrong. But wow, he ruined Zolt for me. He's killed many a stock that I liked. He thought Akamai was going to go up last March, and it only went down to $20. Basically, yeah, he's awful. And with the Bear Stearns, I don't think he was going to come out and say, yeah, I think you got to get out of the stock. Get the hell out right now. But what you could have done, Jim, is say, if you knew anything, Jim, you should have said, if you're in the Bear Stearns stock, you might want to hedge yourself. If you're that intelligent, which I'm sure you are, I mean, you've been around for all this time, but if you know anything, there's an options market. And if you're nervous about something, that's where the insurance of options come in. Buy yourself a put just in case you're scared. What did it cost you? $1,500 so you could sleep at night on 1,000 shares? And what did it do? It would have saved you a nightmare. Maybe you should have encouraged people to sell calls against their positions if they want to hang on to positions. Do something constructive, not only just saying buy or sell, buy or sell. Because when you say something in the lightning round and people think that's your buy recommendation, so they're going into the stock, or when you highlight a stock, do something constructive other than ripping off people's phrases like booyah. Booyah! We were doing plenty of booyah yesterday, and I think, Jim, did you say the market had bottomed? So I think the market right now, not for nothing, is out to get Jim Cramer. Because everything that you say, even with the NYX, you were saying how I think you were pretty much ready to give up on it, and then they announced $1 billion buyback. They're fucking with you now, Jim, which is hysterical. And to Don Harold, go find some other guys that we could rip into. Every analyst is a criminal, and none of them have accountability for what they do. They just keep on giving out recommendations. Finally, after the bubble burst, finally, some analysts had enough courage to maybe put a sell recommendation on a stock. It's taboo. But if you know anything, if you want to prove that you have any type of education or you know anything about the stock market, you have to be able to put a sell on a stock. Because if you never do, then you don't know anything, because eventually the whole idea of in the market, you want to try to make money. So if you bought a stock, you're going to have to sell it eventually, correct? So, this is going out to all you analysts and all you guys who think you know what you're talking about and everybody who wants to get into the options market. If you want to really try to make people money, which is what I do, you want to try to tell them exactly what to look out for, when to buy, and most importantly, when to sell. And if things don't go your way, how to prevent yourself from a Bear Stearns or to just manage the loss by learning about options. And that's what I do. All right. Enough about me. And one thing's for sure, when I'm not in the chat room, there's guys in the chat room that are doing extraordinary things. There's day traders in there. There's guys that do some swing trades. There's guys in there, and we're all just making friends right now. And that's what I've been trying to do with Hit the Bid. I'm trying to just grow the show, and then step by step, we're going to make it into something else. Eventually have the newsletter going, the call-in show, just have it a little bit more interactive. And then obviously, I've always wanted to be surrounded by hot women, and God bless my wife because she knows I'm a nice guy. And I'm there, I'm surrounding myself with women because it's more of a less of a joke on those infomercial guys. You remember those infomercial guys? Like the Don Lapre and the Tommy Woo, and he would surround himself with all the women. That's the joke behind there. You know, and plus I want to have, just like CNBC, you don't think when there's a hiring at CNBC, they see a woman who's brilliant, but maybe she's not as attractive as to the next woman on the couch. You think they might go with the good-looking woman and knows a little bit less about stochastics and Bollinger Bands. Huh, you think? But anyway, think about women in the stock market. You could be an ugly cow, but when you start talking about earnings per share, baby, I know you got a big wart on your face, but yeah, baby, talk to me. Ooh, yeah, fundamental analysis from a woman. That's hot. That is hot. What did I just say to you? Did I make any sense to you whatsoever? Bottom line, today's options expiration. Good Friday is tomorrow. The market will be closed. Right now, I just want the market to just stop. I need EXM to somehow get to 30 by the close of today. And you know that's not happening. I need CMGI to get to 12.5 and close at 12.5 for the premium that I can make on my options. Because that's not going to happen either. And I need the Qs and the QIDs to basically stop moving for a day. Because all my options are basically higher and lower than where these are right now. So I want everything to expire because I've been selling premium. Okay. And that is that. I need Zold to please go to 25, please. All my Russian comrades from Sheepshead Bay that I got into this stock in 1994. I wonder where you guys are if you still own that stock. What is this? What is this? I don't know. I don't know carbon fiber. I know about Lucky Strikes. I smoke. I love to smoke. That was my cab driver. He loved to smoke. We got to talk about that guy one day. We got to talk about all these guys, and that's what I want to do with this show. You'll see. I'm just getting ahead of myself. And also the Tourette syndrome that I've had is starting to come back. I got. Oh, we're playing hide and seek.